Oh, I just love this one. You're awfully quiet.
Thank you.
You want to tell me about it?
I guess what it is that I'm just not accepting of the fact that Jamie is the one that's coming up with the money for the gallery.
I wish you didn't feel that way.
I probably shouldn't, but I do.
It was just very important to Jamie to be able to do this for us, Mitch.
Well, it's important to me as well.
He's just had so much rejection lately, I just couldn't... I couldn't deny it to him right now.
Is it better for me to feel that...
Okay. Look, you're going to have plenty of time to provide for us and the children.
Well, it's just that I didn't want to start out this way, you know?
Well, I didn't either.
I mean, I feel that it's my responsibility to provide for my family.
And you will. I told Jamie that I wouldn't take this money unless there's an understanding that we would pay it back. It's just a loan.
Right, well, we will as soon as possible.
Right, we will.
In fact, I've taken some steps to ensure that we do.
Hello, Grandma. Hi, Jamie. How are you? Yeah, I'm okay. Listen, is Mom there? No, she's not. Well, I just wanted to get in touch with her. Could you tell her that I'm looking for her and that I want to talk to her? It's very important. Thank you. Okay. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, Grandma.
So, Blaine, you decided to turn yourself in.
Look, Colton. Mr. Colton, your office was advised that my client would be turning herself in for questioning regarding the death of Jordan Scott.
Yes, Brian, but I'm afraid it's something a little more than questioning that brings me here now.
What do you mean?
I have a warrant for her arrest.
On what charges?
For the premeditated murder of Jordan Scott.
What do you mean, premeditated murder?
Mr. Grove, surely you understand what premeditated murder means. A premeditated murder.
We're all aware of what premeditated murder is, Mr. Colton.
Well, then it shouldn't come as a surprise to you, Brian, that Blaine has been charged with first-degree murder.
Hello.
Mr. Corey, it's Bond.
Mr. Bond, I take it you've arrived in Bay City.
Yes, he just got in about half hour ago.
I'm glad to hear that.
Well, it was a very easy trip. Now, Mr. Corey, as your attorney, I have gone over the situation regarding you and your wife as you requested.
And?
Well, I have several recommendations which I feel strongly you should consider.
Such as?
Well, quite simply, in order to ensure your permanent custody of your daughter, Amanda, you're going to have to prove Rachel Corey to be an unfit mother.
Is there no other way?
No, I'm afraid not, Mr. Corey. As you probably already know, the courts are predisposed to grant custody to the mother, so you're going to have a real tight case to keep the child. Mr. Corey?
So what will I have to do?
Well, to start, you're going to have to hire a private detective.
And now, the continuing story of Another World.
What steps have you taken?
Well, I know it's going to be some while. Well, it might be a long time before the gallery's making any money.
Well, I don't know. I did pretty well with my sculpture before. I'm sure when the word gets out that we'll do pretty well.
I'm sorry. What I should have said is that it's going to take a while before the photography is making any money.
Well?
In that it's a new venture. It's going to take a while to build a clientele. It's not going to just happen right away.
Well, that's no problem.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm sure it's going to do marvelously. And until it does, I'll take care of the expenses with what I make from my sculpture.
No. No, I don't want you supporting me.
I'm not supporting you.
Then what do you call it?
It's just that I've got a head start until your business gets off the ground.
Look, try to understand something for me, please. It's important to me. I want to make a full contribution to this relationship. Not just part-time, not in the future, but starting right now.
Okay, I understand. So?
I'm going to take a job at the Connection.
You said you didn't want to go back and work there.
Look, it's a way of earning some money. It's a way of making some living. That's important to me right now. With Jordan Scott out of the way, Dad, maybe things will be different. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I understand.
Well, is there anything wrong?
Well, I guess I'm disappointed.
Disappointed with what? That I want to go out and make a living?
No, I just don't like the thought of you having to work at the Connection.
Officer Ewing, I'll leave this warrant and the prisoner in your hands. Gentlemen.
I don't understand. What happened? What's going on?
Oh, Blaine, just sit down. Brian, I'm going to take care of this. I'll get Blaine processed, and I'll make sure she's okay.
Thanks, Larry. That would help.
Look, man, there's nothing that you and Jerry can do right now.
Oh, I guess not.
Blaine, get hold of yourself. We'll work it out.
I didn't mean to do it, Jerry. You know that I didn't mean to do it.
I know.
It was an accident. It just happened. I don't know.
Just
It was
take
an
it
accident.
easy.
I didn't mean to kill him.
Take
He
it
was
easy.
going to kill me. You know, he would have killed me. It was coming right after me.
Just calm down. We'll work it out.
I don't know, Jerry. I don't know. I didn't mean it.
It's okay.
He
We'll
was
work it
alive, you know. He was alive when I left that house. I know he was alive.
No, we all know it. Now just take it easy. Blaine, come on, just listen to me, would you? Would you hold on a second, okay, baby? Okay, now look, I'm gonna take care of you. All right? Once you come with me, okay? Jerry?
Yeah.
There's nothing either one of you can do right now. I'll take care of her.
Come on, Jerry. Let's let Larry take care of this for now.
Brian, there's got to be something more we can do. There's got to be.
Jerry, listen to me. The best thing you can do is to let Larry take care of the situation.
There's got to be something
Now,
more I
look,
can do.
You've got to try not to become too emotionally involved in what's going on.
Not get too emotionally involved.
That's right. Because if you do that, I'm going to have to take you off the case.
What's taking him so long?
Hey, probably the red tape. You know how it is.
No, I don't know how it is. I'm beginning to feel like maybe something is wrong.
Like what?
How should I know?
Hey, I'm sorry.
Oh, look, babe, I'm the one who's sorry. I shouldn't be taking it out on you anyway.
Well, you're really very concerned about Blaine, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. I feel like she's been through enough trouble already. I don't want her to have to go through any more.
We have all been through enough trouble lately. Maybe Jordan's death will make it a little easier on everybody.
Oh, I wish I could believe that, Melissa. But I don't. You know what it's like? It's like a noose slowly tightening around my neck. And that noose is going to keep getting tighter until we find out who killed Jordan Scott.
What are you talking about? What noose?
People are starting to ask questions.
Yeah? So, what?
Well, they're not coming up with the answers that they want, that's what.
Just be a little more specific.
Okay, specific. Phillip Lyons came by my apartment and wanted to talk.
And?
Well, to make a long story short, he didn't believe in all those coincidences. You know, my presence at the accident at the dockside, the bombing at Corey Publishing, and the death of Jordan Scott.
I see.
Oh, wait. There's more to it than that. He also did some digging into my background, and he came up with absolutely nothing, a big zero.
Go on.
Well, come on, Melissa. You and I both know the reason why I didn't come up with anything is because my legal name is Alex Sanderson.
Well, he doesn't know that, does he?
No, not yet. But he's a smart guy, Melissa. And he didn't accept that I just happened to show up on the steps of Jordan's house right after he was murdered.
Well, he's not accusing you of that, is he?
No, I don't think so. I think he's just trying to, put the pieces of the puzzle together, and he's wondering where I come in, how I fit.
Did you tell him anything?
No, nothing specific. Nothing that would tie me in with Ilsa, if that's what you mean.
That is exactly what I mean.
No, I don't think we have anything to worry about.
I still don't like it.
Well, look, I'm not exactly thrilled about it, but I don't know what else to do about it.
Tell Mac Corey. He just might be able to protect you.
I don't think this is the best time for that. But, as a matter of fact, it may just be the only possibility left.
Hello!
Hi!
Oh, welcome home. Thank you. Great. So tan, buenos dias. Don't stop there. Don't stop and take it over to the table. Oh.
Oh.
Nice of you. Sit down.
That's so sweet of you. It's wonderful.
How was the trip?
Oh, it was great.
We're so tired.
We are. We're exhausted.
There you go.
Thank you.
Shh. Yeah, I can make a toast.
Uh-oh.
There we are. Okay. To Mr. and Ms. Holloway. May their love live long. Welcome home.
Thank you.
Right. Speaking of which, I hate to bring this up at such an opportune moment, but has anybody given any thought to that?
To what?
Home? I mean, where we're all going to live?
Oh, yes. Well, we didn't find a place before we left, and we obviously couldn't look while we were away.
Yeah. Well, look, I mean, the place does look a little larger when everything's picked up.
Yeah, I think it'd get a little crowded with the three of us, not to mention...
Yeah, I know. And I can find another place. I mean, it was Marianne's apartment originally.
Oh,
I'm sure.
Kid, you can't do that.
No.
I won't hear that.
What then?
If we stay, you stay. Right, Rick?
Right.
Well, I have to confess, I could use the company.
Listen, you two. I think I'm going to run over and see my mother before it gets too late. You know how mothers are. They want to hear everything and then mourn over their newly married daughters.
Would you listen to that? We're here 5 minutes, and Archie's going over to complain to her mother on a rough trip.
I have nothing to complain about yet.
Oh, wait. Pat, can I get one for the road?
I love you, too.
Say hello to your mother. So what's wrong?
And Louise is upstairs with Amanda, but I'm sure I could rustle you up some refreshments. Would you care for coffee or drink?
No, thank you. How is Amanda?
She's just fine. She's in bed by now, fast asleep. I hope. What is it I can do for you, Cecile?
I'm sorry that I came over without calling first.
Oh, it's quite all right. I can see something is troubling you, though. Why don't you sit down and tell me about it?
Mac, I'm afraid I've done it again.
Done what?
I think I've upset Jamie.
Now, sit down. Tell me what happened. Why do you think you've upset Jamie?
I don't think I've upset him. I know I have.
All right, but tell me about it. Perhaps it's not as bad as you think.
Well, Jamie came home before I did, and he'd already had a few drinks.
He wasn't drunk, was he?
Oh, no, please. I didn't mean to imply that. Jamie just has a lot of work, and he needs some way to unwind when he gets home, so he has a few drinks to relax.
I see. Go on.
We've been having some difficulties lately because we only have one car.
Oh, yes.
It's like whenever Jamie has to go somewhere, I always have to go somewhere else, and he has to go here, and I have to go there, and it's like we never have to go to the same place at the same time.
Yes, I understand.
I figured out that it just couldn't go on this way anymore. It's just not fair for Jamie to have to drive me everywhere when he has so many demands on his time.
So what happened? Why is he upset?
I decided that I would go out and look for a car. And I found one, a good one. I made a good deal on it, so I bought it.
So this is where the problem starts.
Yeah. When I told Jamie, he said that we couldn't afford it, he said we didn't have enough money for it. He said that everything's so expensive these days, and now he says that he's not working for Bravo or for the Ledger, and he says that we don't have enough money anymore. And anyway, Jamie got so angry at me that he said that. Matt, what's wrong with me? How come I don't seem to be able to do the right thing anymore? I just can't please him.
I'm sure that's not true, Cecile.
Oh, it's true. It's true. I can't ever seem to do the right thing. I was trying to take the pressure off him, and now I've only put more on him.
You must not blame yourself like this. You've tried to be a good wife. I'm sure you've tried to do everything you could to make a good life for both you and Jamie.
Oh, Mac, do you really think so?
I wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it. You know that.
Thanks. I still don't know what I'm going to do, though.
Well, maybe there's something I can do.
What?
I'd rather not say just yet, but I do have something in mind.
Mac, you're wonderful.
Well, there are some that wouldn't agree with that, but be that as it may, we still have to solve this problem of yours. How did you get over here?
I took a cab.
Well, I think the best thing to do right now is for you to go home with Jamie, and I'll drive you myself.
Okay. Thanks. Mac?
Yes?
I know that Jamie's asked you to release him as his heir.
Yes, that's right, he did.
Please, I hope you don't take him too seriously. Not right now. He's bothered by all this, and once he gets himself together, I know he's going to feel differently.
But right now, it does seem very important to him.
Don't do anything rash. Just wait a little while. For Jamie's sake.
Well, whatever action I do take or don't take, I'll always think of him as my son. That's never going to change.
Thanks. Thank you for Jamie.
Now, let's get you home.
Okay. Marianne.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, I'm so surprised to see you. How do you know you're getting back so soon?
We just got back.
Well, you look wonderful. Marriage must agree with you.
That and all the great food we had in Mexico. Yeah. I feel terrific, but I'm afraid I must have put on 10 pounds.
Are you sure it's that? You know, expectant mothers tend to put on a little weight.
A little both, I guess.
Well, come on and sit down. How about a glass of milk or a little herbal tea?
No, I'm fine.
Oh, gee, honey, you really do look wonderful. Are you happy?
What a question. Don't I look it? Yes, I'm very happy. In fact, I'm happier than I ever thought I could be.
I'm glad.
You must admit that doesn't exactly sound enthusiastic.
Oh, I guess it doesn't sound so enthusiastic, but I tell you, I'm relieved.
Relieved about what?
Oh, your marriage.
My marriage. Did you have some doubts about Rick and me?
I have to admit I did. But now I'm relieved because all my doubts were unfounded. You are happy, and that's the most important thing.
What kind of doubts did you have?
Oh, just feelings, intuition. You know, you were so absolutely calm before the wedding. I just had to feel something wasn't quite right.
Such as what?
Well, honey, I thought I was afraid you might be marrying Rick, not because you loved him and wanted to be with him, but because you thought that that was expected of you.
Mother, maybe you were right. I almost didn't go through with it. But I'm more sure now, and I realize just how good Rick is going to be for me.
I'm so glad you told me that. Now I know I wasn't reading something into it, that you were having doubts about it, just the way we all do at a time like that.
Well, I guess it's only natural. I mean, thinking of spending your life with someone should give you food for thought.
Well, that's the kind of food that isn't fattening. Terrible joke. Oh, that is. Well, Brian.
Hello, Pat.
Hi.
Well, Marianne, how nice to see you again. You just get back from your honeymoon?
Just.
Oh, already back to Mother?
Oh, is that the only kind of a joke you men can come up with when a married daughter visits her mother? That's not fair.
Of course it isn't. I apologize.
Apology accepted, but only if you were serious.
Oh, you know I wasn't.
Then you needn't apologize.
All right, I withdraw my apology then. But I must say, you look even more radiant now than you did at your wedding, which was a beautiful thing in itself.
Hello, Sandy.
Jerry, where have you been, man? I've been waiting for you for ages.
Shot a scotch, Sam. Well, my friend, this is sometimes strange and incomprehensible world we live in.
Well, that's not exactly news, is it, Red?
Well, what happened?
After getting Blaine all prepared to turn herself in, believing that it was a matter of self-defense, we walked into the station to find Zachary Colton waiting with a warrant for Blaine's arrest.
Well, you figured that, didn't you?
The warrant read first-degree murder, Melissa.
Oh, you're kidding.
Oh, great.
I'm not laughing.
Another one of these, Sam, okay?
That's not going to help Blaine.
Look, it may not help Blaine, but I think it'll do me a lot of good, all right?
It'll do me some good, too. The arraignment is set for 10 a.m. tomorrow. Now, when bail is met, Blaine will be released.
Listen, Jerry, you think the bail is going to be high?
I don't know, but I hope not. We only have to come up with 10% for the bail bondsman. But right now, even that may be more than any of us have.
You're mistaken, Rick. Nothing's wrong.
Kit, you have been my sister ever since I can remember, and it is very simple for me to tell the difference. Now, what's going on? What's happening with Jerry?
He's fine. I guess.
Kit, what is wrong?
There was a shooting.
Jerry?
No. Jordan Scott.
Wait, but Jordan Scott, what does that have to do with Jerry?
I was with Jerry the night Blaine came running to him after the shooting.
Blaine?
She shot him.
Blaine shot Jordan?
Yes. As soon as she arrived, it's like I wasn't even there.
Well, Blaine shot Jordan. Jerry's going to want to help her.
I realize that. It's a devotion to her that makes me feel invisible. I'm beginning to have serious doubts about our relationship.
What kind of doubt?
I think he still loves Blaine.
Kit, I don't think that's true at all.
Well, if it's not true, then why is he constantly What?
Look, the thing is, Jerry was once married to Blaine. That kind of a relationship just doesn't erase when you get a divorce. And he wants to help her, even though he probably doesn't want to get married to her again.
Oh, you're probably right. What I'm wondering is, they should have ever gotten a divorce.
And how's my favorite little songbird this evening?
I'm all right.
Fine. Just all right?
Jason.
Yes.
Got a phone call while you were gone.
So?
Jess Cooper.
Oh. Did he say what he wanted?
I didn't take the call. Andy got it, but he's going to be calling you back.
Did he say when?
No, but I think it's going to be soon.
Well, I guess I know what that's all about.
Well, let me in on it?
Yeah, sure. Well, my best bet is that Jess wants to talk about all the operations here in Bay City, and now that Jordan's gone.
Dead.
Yeah.
What are you going to tell him?
Just that I think we ought to keep a very low profile for a while until everything cools down. You know, close the arena and the escort service.
Well, the sporting life?
No, we'll keep that open. It's legit.
I'm going to tell him about Mitch Blake?
What's to tell? Mitch will be working for me, that's all.
Yeah, well, Mitch was a problem for Jordan. I thought Jess might have known about it.
No, I'll take care of that. And besides, it might be good to have a really legit guy working for us. You never can tell.
So Jamie called here looking for me?
Yeah, just a little while ago.
What'd you tell him?
What was I supposed to tell him? I told him you weren't here.
Oh.
You two having problems again?
No, as a matter of fact, we're getting along really well.
Well, that's good. Good news has been pretty scarce around here.
You want some more good news? Mitch is going to help me move into the galleries in a few days.
Oh, yeah? Got the money together?
Yep.
How?
Jamie gave it to me.
Jamie? Well, that's a switch. Never thought I'd see him do anything to help out Mitch Blake.
Well, he didn't do it for Mitch. He did it for me.
Huh?
Says he wants me to be happy.
Is that what he said?
Oh.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said one of us should have our dreams come true. You know, I've kept thinking that Cecile was all wrong for Jamie. And now I find myself hoping that everything will work out for them. For Jamie's sake.
Don't you think it will?
I don't want to think about it at all.
I know one thing you're going to have to think about.
What?
Moving into that apartment over the gallery. You're going to have to be very careful. It's going to be dangerous.
Dangerous?
Yeah. You're going to be able to see all you want of Mitch, and you have to be careful about that.
Because of Mac?
Because of Amanda.
All right, I understand what you're saying.
I know you understand, Rachel, but will you listen?
You just call, call out my name, and you know, wherever I am, look out around me. Yes, I will, to see you again.
Hey, buddy. Well, hello, my friend James. How are you? What brings you to these parts? Bartender, a drink for my friend here, please. Scotch. And one more of these, whatever they are. Oh. What are you doing? Drowning your sorrows? How'd you guess? Oh, I don't know. I kind of know what you're going through. Oh, yeah? What's the problem? Oh, you know. No, I don't. No. Life. It's wonderful, isn't it? Oh. Is this the last ride? Sounds familiar. Sandy. What's going on? Blaine. And Zachary Colton and Jordan Scott. Slow down. You're losing. Well, you know, Blaine was going to turn herself in. Yeah. And it was self-defense, and she was going to turn herself in, and she went down to the police station. And Zachary Colton had a warrant for her arrest for first-degree murder. And the arraignment is in the morning at 10 o'clock, and they're going to set bail, and here. Sandy, listen, I got a car outside. Let me be right home, okay? No, my friend, no. I can make it home myself. You can? I doubt it. You doubt it? Yes. You doubt it? You don't think that I can make it home all by myself? No way.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay? Let's go, okay? You need help? I'll pay for your drink. How's that?
I'll owe you.
Okay. You got it.
Yes, you do now. You got a friend. You know you do. You got a friend. Yes, you do. 'Cause you got a friend.
Well, Brian, I'm surprised and happy to see you. Can I get you a drink?
No, thanks, Pat. Look, I apologize for not calling before coming over, but I just had to talk to somebody.
Was something wrong?
Yes, there is, as a matter of fact.
What is it?
Blaine. She's been arrested and charged with first-degree murder.
What?
Yeah. First-degree murder, Pat. I couldn't believe my ears when I heard Zachary Colton make his little speech.
What's he trying to do?
I don't know. It was clearly self-defense on Blaine's part.
But you can prove that, can't you?
Well, I certainly hope so. But this has all been so unexpected. I just haven't been able to sort it all out yet.
Is there anything I can do, Brian?
No, not really. Except for what you've done already.
Well, I haven't done anything.
Well, you're listening to me. You're letting me get it off my chest. You know, it's not easy to keep something like this to yourself. Sometimes just hearing what you're saying out loud helps.
Well, I'm pleased you came by to talk to me about it. And anytime, Brian, you're welcome.
Thanks, Pat.
Probably don't have all the answers, but I'm a good listener.
I can't make heads or tails out of this thing. I mean, it's a case of self-defense, pure and simple.
Why?
I just can't figure it out, babe.
Why did Colton charge her with murder? What's he trying to do?
I don't know. All I can think of is that she ran away from the shooting. She left the scene of the crime.
Well, I can understand that. It must have been like a nightmare for her.
That's for sure.
She probably couldn't think of anything else but getting away from there, away from that man. Who's that, I wonder?
Yeah, I'll get it, babe. Hey, Jerry, what are you doing here?
I guess I just needed someone to talk to.
Well, come on in.
Thanks, Larry.
Have a seat. I was just having a beer.
I'll have both.
I'll get it.
Thanks, Larry.
So what do you think Blaine's chances are?
I don't know. It threw me for a loop when I heard Colton charge her.
Me too. I can't figure it out.
You know, I wish I knew what he was up to.
You are.
Thank you, Clarice.
You're going to be able to help Blaine, aren't you?
I hope so. It's going to be rough. We have got to prove self-defense all the way.
You know, Blaine has been in a lot of trouble before, but she's not the kind of person who would kill anybody, even if she hated him. I mean, it's a case of self-defense. We just have to figure out a way we're going to prove it.
Honey, do you think that you could say goodnight to Corey and tuck him in? He hasn't seen much of you today.
Yeah, sure. I'll be right back.
How's it going?
You mean with Larry being back?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a little strange, I guess. Well, you know how it is.
Well, I guess that's to be expected. I mean, Larry was gone for a long time. Things change, you know.
I know.
You remember when you came to my office and asked me to file for your divorce?
Yes.
Well, I hope you understand why I tried to stall you.
Oh, yes. I understand. I feel like such a fool.
There is no reason for you to feel like a fool.
Well, I do.
Reese, it's over now. And you and Larry can get on with your life.
I don't know if it's that simple.
Yes, it is that simple.
Come on in.
Thank you.
Oh, would you mind making yourself comfortable? I'm going to see if Jamie's here.
Jamie's gone.
Cecile, I'm sure he's just out looking for you somewhere.
Dear.
Believe me, you mustn't be so worried.
All right. Okay.
I'm sure it's all right. Everything's going to be fine. You just wait and see.
All right. Can I get you a drink?
Oh, no, I got to be going.
No, just one. Just one, okay? A nightcap.
Well, all right, but then I must go.
All right. Come on, sit down and make yourself comfortable. Let's see, and it's scotch with a splash of water, no?
Thanks, very light.
Okay, very light.
Thank you very much.
It's I who should be thanking you.
Whatever for?
For being there when I needed you. It's nice to know that there's someone that I can always talk to.
I'm flattered. But there would have to be something very wrong if my son's wife couldn't come whenever she needed to talk to me.
Here you are.
Thank you.
I hope that's all right.
I'm sure it will be. You're not having anything?
No, thanks.
Well, thank you again.
Good?
It's perfect.
We were talking about Jamie a couple minutes ago, and I wondered, have you ever officially adopted him?
No, I didn't.
No?
No. Steve Frame was missing and presumed dead, but they never did find his body. Under those circumstances, Rachel and I thought it best if I didn't. But it doesn't make him any less my son, as far as I'm concerned.
Mm-hmm. So Amanda is really your only child?
Yes, that's right. That's why it's so terribly important for me that Jamie carry on at Corey Publishing. I suppose if I had had a son, might be different. But too late to think about that now. And Amanda's far too young to think of her taking over when the time comes. I suppose it's very old-fashioned of me, but I just like to think of my son sitting behind my desk someday.
Would you care for a nightcap, Jim?
Sure, we have
milk.
Milk.
All right, no milk, no blue juice. Jamie, listen, you mind if I ask you a question?
No, go ahead.
It's a personal one.
Okay. What?
How much do you know about your father?
What, my real father?
Yeah, Steve Frame, right?
Yeah, well, not very much. I mean, I was just a kid when he died. Before he died, he was married to Alice, Pat and Russ's sister, so I never got to see much of him.
How'd he die?
Well, it was a helicopter accident in New Zealand. Body was never recovered. Missing and presumed dead.
Presumed dead?
Yeah.
So maybe he isn't. I mean, maybe he's still alive, right?
No, he's dead. I know it.
Yeah, but what if he isn't? I mean, wouldn't you want to know?
Well, I don't know. I mean, he'd be such a stranger to me,
Yeah, but he's your biological father, right?
For what that's worth.
Listen, I think it's worth a lot. I think that you really discover yourself through your parents.
No, I'm not convinced. I mean, Mac is the only father I've ever had. He's the only father I ever want.
So he really means a lot to you, doesn't he?
Oh, he sure does. More than I ever thought. I mean, I don't know. He's a great guy. I'm just beginning to realize just how much he means to me since he and Mom broke up. In fact, I don't know what I'd do if I ever found out he wasn't my father.
Yeah, but what if you found out that somehow, somewhere, Steve Frame was still alive?
He's not.
What if he was?
Please, have a seat, Mr. Bond.
Thank you.
Can I fix you something?
No, thank you, Mr. Corey. Have you thought about what I said to you on the phone?
About the private detective? Yes, I have been thinking about it, and I'm wondering, is there any alternative?
No, I'm afraid not, Mr. Corey. In order to retain custody of your daughter, you're going to have to prove your wife to be an unfit mother.
But Rachel isn't an unfit mother.
Then we must suggest that she is.
And how do you propose going about that?
Well, for example, if she is living and sleeping with this Mitchell Blake, we could make a case saying that she's not providing the proper environment for the child.
Yes, I can see that, but I don't believe that she and Blake are living together.
Well, perhaps not. But I think we can safely assume that they are visiting with each other.
Well, now, and what about this Blake person? What is his background? What's he involved in? Now, all this material is going to be very important for your case.
I have no objection to your investigating Blake, having him followed by a detective.
And your wife?
No. Unless there is absolutely no alternative.
There isn't. Mr. Corey, you are going to have to do everything you can if you want to keep this child.
Wait a minute. I don't understand this question. What if Steve Frame were alive? Now, this guy has never been a father to me. I mean, he was never there when I needed him.
Yeah, but what if he hadn't even known about you?
What do you mean?
I mean, what if he had amnesia or something and didn't even know that he ever had a son?
Well, you've had too much to drink. I mean, your imagination has run away from you, man.
Maybe. But wouldn't you want to know?
What? If you didn't know me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I'd have to give him a chance, wouldn't I?
Yeah, I think so.
So I guess I would.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you would. Listen, I'm kind of beat. I think I'm gonna hit the rack, okay?
Hey, Sandy.
Yeah.
Joey's still working nights?
Yeah, why?
You think I'd mind if I sack out here?
No, man, not at all. Help yourself.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, Jamie.
Yeah.
Thanks for the lift.
Hey, anytime. What if he were alive?
Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Another Work.